This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Baylor Bears and the Kansas Jayhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game. He told me that the passing game is crucial today. Their quarterback is very experienced and a highly recruited player. Their running back, he is young and inexperienced. So look for them to rely heavily on the arm of their QB. The running back will get acclimated as the game goes on, and we'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Jayhawks will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Lagway makes the catch. It's Brown. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Takes the easy one to the back. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor!
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Edwards. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Kolkonecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There's some room. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the touchdown, Kansas. And once he found open space, space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running the read option to the right to start the drive. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit him as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Kansas gets the ball back and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go maybe a crease. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to move them on the counter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing, Lagway. They're setting up the screen. Thrust that arm out. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they've found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
To the air. It's Lagway. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Thurman. At the 35, he's open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Delayed handoff. It's Edwards. Picks up the 1st down. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Going for 6. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Makes the grab in the corner.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Flagway wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. To tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Snagged out of the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The stiff arm gets him loose. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Finds his man. It's Livingston. Across the 25. He's got room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
In the red area, it's Morris. He's going for the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Got his man on the right. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. quick strike complete. Give him 6. Touchdown Bears! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. The run inside. It's Willis. At the 35, he's got room. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. Looking for a big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He breaks the tackle. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
With the catch, it's McMillan. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Hey, guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Going to the run, it's Edwards. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Here's Lagway to pass. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Lagway. The screen, and watch out! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Floats it out in space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be fit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Kansas will take a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Lagway. Flips it out to the back. Hard running there. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Off the RPO, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Texas Longhorns. And it's Ole Miss with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Using his legs to buy some time. Quickly out to the tight end. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
On the move, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cox. And 6 yards to go. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Throwing, Lagway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Lagway wants to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch right at the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, And he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Hard-hitting tackle.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Now sliding to his left. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Lagway to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We'll send the tight end in motion. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
With the catch, it's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lagway. Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the 1st down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Defense playing a bail technique. Running inside. It's Morris. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Throwing, Lagway. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Running the red zone, it's Morris. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Bears are in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Gets open down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The run inside. It's Edwards. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Flagway wants to throw. Unleashes one. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Back to throw, it's Flagway. Makes the grab down the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Run in the red zone, it's Morris. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Now the Jayhawks have exhausted their complement of timeouts. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He's got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Trying play action. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bears! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Coming out with it, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.